Ah, it's good to see her there, just resting in the right hands. It's good. It's good. And welcome back. Let's see if he... Oh, he does have a little talk. Whoa, it's the courageous. I know. The successor of the... Yep, which has enjoyed great success since its inception. Behold its glory from such close proximity. How lucky am I? I've been on board, mate. Haha. Never had I laid eyes on it. Yet I never imagined I would see it this close. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to take a picture. It's like, well, enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. Can I even... Oh, hello? Let's see if we get... I like this costume. This uniform you're wearing. It's very nice. Make sure you confirm the supplies that must be stirred. We're taking off in 30, right? I'll get the crew to speed things up a bit. Yes, thank you. Make sure... Blah, blah, blah. After refueling, it's going to depart immediately. Are you all part of the operation as well? It's all to our best. Oh. It's like, let me on! Let me on! I want to see inside. I want to know what's going on. It would be intriguing to see inside once again. Did anyone else been updated? Was that Prince Olivet? What a surprise. Never thought I'd see him here. I guess they don't call him the debaucherous prince for nothing. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. What? I should have shook his hand. Oh, darn. No matter how much it took, I should have done it. Well, assume you're done. Anyone else randomly appeared somewhere else? It's got you wandering around, and you. Well, looks like the Courageous has arrived. It's the most popular airship at Heimdall Airport, attracting many people and many more photos. I can understand why it's a glorious airship. It's part of my job to make sure no one misses their flight, because they got too carried away. Courageous is the most popular ship at Heimdall Airport. It's part of my job to make sure no carried away. Yeah, okay. Right, so maybe there's people inside who have reacted to the fact that the debaucherous prince is here. So let's go see about them. Maybe. Probably isn't, but you know, just in case. Just in case. Like, because everyone else seems to be normal. That's the best way of putting it. Maybe you, because I'm just wondering, like, who would have seen him appear? Up here, like you, maybe? Whoever those people are. Seems Captain Arsaid and Lord Olivet have returned. I should brew some tea for them. Oh yes. Oh yes. Thanks to the Courageous, the skies of Heimdall are safe. Once I've checked all the seats, I should brew some tea. Yes. Yes indeed. You two saw it arrive, so... How amazing. Look at all those airships over there. Nothing? Nothing? You've got nothing on that one? Alright then. Well, it's you guys down here, I'd imagine you got nothing. Because that makes sense for you guys. Okay. Why we got a red exclamation still at Heimdall Airport? The terminal? But... We're done, and we're done. We're done. Why is there still a red exclamation? We're done. I don't know. We'll go to the race course. I don't know. Oh, that'd be why. Oh, hello. Hercules? Man, what a beaut. No matter how many... Oh, I feel like I haven't seen the Prince Olivet lately, though. What do you think about it? He's just on it. 30 minutes until departure, let's wrap up this inspection. Yeah, good idea. George. Tell by the body type. Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. Be right there.
And the voice. What's he doing? What's he doing? That's worrying. So now it's... Oh no, it's still an exclamation. Well, I don't know, I thought it disappeared, but no, I don't like that. Why? It feels like I missed something. The most talked about horse this year is Whitcomb. His hair is a green black, and he's won every race he's entered. The most amazing part is that he's not even a race horse. He's a military cavalry horse, so he doesn't race that often. So anytime he's racing, it's really something to talk about. Lambert and Whitcomb still seem to be doing well. They entered the summer races last year and got Rookie of the Year. On the other hand, I heard that the cavalry is being treated poorly because it's mainly made up of nobles. Something wrong, instructor? Oh, sorry, just narrating to the player. It's nothing. Let's get going. Unfortunately, he's not going to be entering the summer races this year. I'm sure he'll be bringing excitement to some other race, though. The summer races start tomorrow. This year's races will feature the finest horses. On a side note, the winner of the summer races commonly wins the overall standings for the year, which is what makes this race really popular. The grandstands will be really crowded, so we recommend that you buy reserve seating tickets. Some races occur tomorrow, as everyone made their picks. Place your bets right up until the start of the race. Please give it a try. Nothing there. After seeing Lena Bloom pull off that upset yesterday, I just don't know what to think anymore. Will it happen again today? There's no way, right? But what if it does? Then it does. 1 in a million, I mean, there is a chance. Yeah, but I won't hedge my bets on 1 in a million. Bloom got first place yesterday, but what if he's going to retire? He may have earned the right to race in the summer races, but it might be better for him to just retire on a high note. So worried, it's hard to relax. Got too excited yesterday. Maybe I should head to the hospital. But I just can't relax. Can't stop thinking about Lena Bloom. Come on. Listen to this. I got the trifecta in the last race. Really? My luck is sky high right now. I'm gonna bet on one more race. I'm gonna bet on one more race. Yeah, that's how they get you. We still have a chance. It's like I was saying, I always win when I go to races. It's like, because I bet once I win, I'm done. If you can get a good time on today's race, you might be able to enter the summer races as a substitute. You can't give up, Wanda. Do your best. Yes, sir. Don't give up. Let's go to the Villa Soleil. Loosen up and try it out. Can I eat too? Kinda getting hungry. I haven't eaten in 6 days. Sometimes I wonder if you're crazy or a superstar in the making. No. You just cut your weight. Eating now will ruin all your hard work. Oh, poor one. Says I get the guy some food. We, the Nines, are a prestigious horse riding club. Can't let it end like this. Honestly, I don't believe taking a hot bath will affect the outcome, but we need to try everything we can at this point. No wonder there isn't much time left before the race. We have 10 minutes to get it refreshed and get out. Oh, poor dude. The Garnier district is one of the most popular places in all of Heimdall, but those who are in the know have their fun around the back streets instead. One time I had 10 cuties with me after winning a big bet. Oh boy, that was the most exciting time of my life. Oh. Do you want to hear more stories about me? No. I'll tell you as much as you want. Run away. Run. I do not want to hear more stories about him. Thank you. Now loading. Some red exclamation. I'm just wondering, what was the quests again? So there's it. We'll get precious cargo. So I might get them done as soon as possible. Just like, I don't want to miss out on stuff, do I? I placed a random bet. I don't care if I win or lose. I just love the rush of gambling. I placed a random bet. Although thinking about it, because they're semi-required, I should just leave them alone for now, shouldn't I? And do them later. I'm so nonchalant. I would be agonizing so much over who to bet on. Alright, let's go see the two of them. See what's up with them. If anything. Mango? Jusis? Oh, hello. Looks like you've already started. Hello. You guys taking a break here, or what? No, we are exchanging information with our affiliates. For me, it was with the Ministry of Railways and Heimdall Bank. For me, it was the diplomats from Liberl and Remiferia. Apparently, there were secret listening devices all over the place. Oh, yes, it's been said down in the comments now, because I kept trying to make this hint, but no one was having it. With the whole, like, the security wasn't heightened until recently, and that seemed very wrong. Like, why is that happening? Why is that happening? It's like, because maybe it's the Chancellor's doing, and he's leading towards the war? Was trying to be the hint, but no one was snapping it up. But we did get someone snapping up. Let me shout them out. I have to shout them out, because I was waiting for someone. And of course, Chrome doesn't work now. Chrome, work. Jeez. Let's go to the comments. Search word finally, because I did say to them, finally. It's like someone said it. There we go. Bon 8. Simply put, what if it was Osborne's plan to let those spies into the city, so this could be one of the reasons to start a war? Yes. You remember how he is? Yes? It's like, so, me going on about like, it's like, oh, they didn't heighten security, you should have done it sooner, you should have done it sooner. At least someone picked up on that. I understand the Ministry of Railways and Heimdall Bank, but the Liberlian and Remiferian embassies too. I suppose it isn't that surprising, considering there were nearly 100 spies. Why are they so desperate for information? This is you guys we're talking about. You have something, don't you? Yeah, but it's only speculation right now. I can't tell you just yet, but just think about the military's preparations you've been seeing all around. All around us. Like the Panzersoldaten, the railway cannons, and the excessive mobilization of the Imperial Army. Is that what you mean? Ah. I think I see it now. I'd say Calvard suspects the Empire is up to something. Something serious. And they're trying to figure out the truth and timing behind it all, right? You can read that much. You're pretty perceptive. Triple dot. Because of course he knows. What does that even mean? Even at my clearance level, I don't have access to that sort of information. But if we go by that assumption, we can start to glean what the spies are up to, and why they're here. Nevertheless, there isn't any concrete evidence. At the moment, we don't have probable cause. That's why we need to find and arrest these spies. We can't afford to drive them to the point where they force us to take them out. I see. That's quite the balancing act. But Instructor Rean is right. Yeah, we don't want to plant the seeds for an even greater conflict. We'll be further along as a class than we were 2 years ago. In any case, we plan on continuing with our meetings. Something's connected in my head and I can't talk about it. Anyway, I'll let you know if we uncover more information. Good luck with everything. Yes, and you too. Thank you. So one of the things, I've got a theory in my head about a certain character, and it just connected to the whole idea of... Basically, we'll cover what we were just talking about there. Just this idea of like... So I mentioned several points that... It's like, why did you not heighten security sooner? Why did you not heighten security sooner? And my mind's been thinking this entire time, because the Chancellor let that happen. Why would he let it happen? So he had an excuse to start a war with Calvard. It's like, I'm glad someone picked up on it, like, as well. Being like, yeah, it's like, that's what he's doing. He's clearly letting this happen. He wants martial law to go in effect. Because if it goes into effect, things will kick off with Calvard. War. That's what he wants.
No.
But I think we're going to scupper that. We're going to get in his way, and we're going to solve the problem before 4 p.m. So something else is going to happen. I still feel like he's going to try and take advantage of a certain situation that I feel is coming. But I need to speak about it. In regards to Ash. Mango! I'm using my connections in the inspectorate to get me some FaceTime with the members of the Imperial government. I want to find out just what they're up to. If it were only so easy. Well, at least you're trying. I take it the governor hasn't made any moves. Not yet. And it's been some sort of disconnect between him and Chancellor Osborne. But why? Policy differences, maybe? I'm going to try to get to the bottom of that. Sounds like you have your work cut out for you. And we're grateful that you're doing it. I'll see if I can find any info on the government side of things. I'll contact you as soon as I find anything. Good luck on your end, too. Oh, looks like the race is about to start. I'm not about to lose, you know? Bring it on. The hell? Those two just chilling at the racecourse? Looks like it. Yeah, it's like them. I just had some time before my next meeting. But as a native son of Heimdall, I know a thing or two about horse racing. I'm not about to lose so easily. Yes. Concerning Angelica. Marquis Ragnar is beside himself. He wanted to come look for evidence himself. I suppose house arrest matters little when your daughter goes missing. Debauchery is one thing, but such incautious behavior is liable to set a noble house low. Right now, we just have to hope for the best. Indeed. There are some who are already pointing fingers at the Republic. See, this is the thing. The way things are, anything like this is going to spark the war, which again, I think the Chancellor is preparing for. He is trying to make it happen. So he's not heightened security when he should have. You know, in the worst case, the government might well use her disappearance as a pretense to go to war. There's no way that'd happen. We wouldn't let it. She's right. We'll do everything in our power to prevent that. I can only hope that would be enough. I'm going to continue to meet with the persons involved. I'm counting on you to prevent things from getting any worse. I feel like I should speak. I feel like it's like my theory is relevant to what's going on, and I should speak about it. I might do it at the end of this part regardless, like not do a theory part, just at the end of this part just speak about it. So for the people who don't want the theory bit, they can just skip to the next part, that sort of thing. So, you know. So, that's it. Phew, I got a little too heated yesterday. Tomorrow's the main event of the summer races. I'll just take it easy today. I'll put some money on 2 to 5 exacta. No, wait, maybe 3 to 2. Tomorrow's the main event of the summer races. Lumber Blitz will win again this year, just like the last. Need to take it easy today. Do. Stop drinking, mate. Today's races are just a precursor to the main event of the summer races. There aren't too many famous horses today, so nothing crazy should happen. If a horse does well, gets to participate in the main event. Can't wait to see what happens. Horse that does well today, it's like their last chance. Can't wait to see what happens. Indubitably. Now that's Ferris, I assume. I'm inspecting the horses before the summer races tomorrow. Oh no, like there wasn't someone who looked like her here, wasn't there? Yeah. Any racing fan would go to these lengths. Wonder how well Lena Bloom is going to do. Will he retire on a high note, or... Lena Bloom won the right to enter the summer races. He's an older horse. Wonder how well he'll do. Yeah, it's just girl, isn't it? Who looks very similar. Number 4 isn't famous, but he has really nice muscles. It'll be my target for today. Number 4 isn't famous, but he's really nice muscle. Target for today. Very well. Winning a bet in the prelim races is nothing. It's a main event that you'll get you. You couldn't make me bet on them if you paid me. Summer races can get pretty chaotic after all. I may not look it, but I am very conservative. It's gonna be the same again. This is my favorite seat. I used to come here all the time with my husband. He's dead now. Can't wait till it starts. Okay. My favorite horse is racing today. Alright, go Dragon Arrow. Very well. My favorite horse racing today, go Dragon Arrow. Boys love horses and cars. Personally, I don't get it. The problem, like, with my theory that I've got in my head with Ash is I don't know when it's going to happen, and the fact we're in Heimdall is significant to it. So it's sort of like, I need to get it out the way. We're taking a short break before the next races start. It's a good chance to get a feel for all the competitors and how they are. It's not a bad idea to look over the odds and horses, and then place a few bets. Though you'd have to do it before the race. You can always change your bets before the race starts. Hopefully that gives you a chance to make the right one. Or, well, you know, make a bet that you think is the right one at least. I love horse racing, which is why I decided to work here at the ice cream and crepe store. Employees aren't allowed to bet on the races, but we get all the ice cream and crepes we want. Yay! Then again, I guess it's nice to watch the races all day. Kind of a give and take. Employees aren't allowed to bet on races. Get to see the races all day. Okay. Right, so next bit. Into the tunnel. The passageway. Hello. We're keeping careful watch on all of the paths leading underground. Can't let them stay on the loose any longer. We have to settle this. Okay, very well. Anything else down there? I don't know, because it wanders off, doesn't it? So, it goes down. No, it's fine. Could have been another guard there for some reason. Dun, 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 dun. The monster underground is gone. Oh, thank goodness. I don't handle scary things very well. I'll finally be able to focus on my work now. Oh, lovely. What a relief. I'll finally be able to focus on my work now. Oh, lovely. Hello, everyone. Thank you again for yesterday. Glad you took care of the mysterious beast. I feel so much safer now. Though I do wonder what it was. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter so long as we can start the summer festival without a hitch. I'll curb my curiosity for now. Thank you for everything. You can now start the summer festival in peace. My staff and I are in your debt. I'm thinking, like, oh no, here's Ferris. Like, that's what she looks like now, isn't it? It's because it's like, that's what, down there, Ferris is what, like, looked like that previously. You can see her down there, out the window. That's what she looked like with the hair and stuff. It's the colour of the hair I go by, really. Patrick! We learn about your tailor. Oh, it's Patrick. And that's Ferris, too, isn't it? You both came to Heimdall? Actually, I've been invited to the Imperial Household Agency's party. I figured I may as well use this chance to meet up and trade information with the old Class 1. From the sound of it, those of you in the old Class 7 were finally able to fulfill your promise. It's not fair for you to be the only ones who get a reunion. Fair enough. Have you two been sharing info like this for a while? Indeed. Ever since I was serving under Marquis Ballard. The moment I set foot in Heimdall, I began hearing suspicious rumors. Is your party tomorrow going to be alright? Well, you have until 4 PM tomorrow afternoon. And if they roll out martial law, there's a pretty good chance there ain't gonna be a party. I thought as much. Let me know if there's anything I might be able to help with. Can't do much in the open, but I can gather info behind the scenes. Thanks, you two. I'll be counting on you. Of course. Good luck, everyone. May the goddess be with you. Is that so? Sounds like Marquis Ballard may stop his pointless struggle soon, then. Yes, he's been trying to clear his name this whole time. After what he did, he hasn't been met with much success. I should go. My word, the work never ends. Okay, so that's the same issue. Oh, my pride as a member of the former Class 1. I won't allow myself to be outdone. Good luck, everyone. May the goddess watch over you. Oh, I know that person. Didn't think he would be here. I better go greet him. It's like, I know that person as well. Don't know it. Do you know his Taylor? No? Oh. I haven't been to a race in a while. Suppose I could show you my predictions if you'd like. That's stupid. Why would you do that? Today's race is a terrible bore. It's not as exciting as yesterday's, and it's foggy. Today's race is a terrible bore. Oh, what a coincidence. I was just thinking the same thing. Normal races are boring. I want it to be a hectic event. Giant monster attacks. Don't careful what you wish for. That's... Pardon me, I was being absurd. Perhaps I was being a little extreme. Can't help it. I'm so bored. Careful what you wish for. One person won a trifecta bet yesterday. He got quite the payout. See him from time to time. I feel like he always wins big. That might just be the impression that I get. It's gotta be him. That freaking scarecrow, damn lucky bastard. He's part of my theory, by the way. There he goes again. At least he's consistent. That said, he always wins big. How intriguing. I feel like he always wins big. So wearing sunglasses and he does this weird thing with his voice, like he's pretending to be someone else. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Peach fizz. Right, so now I'm going to use this point before we travel off somewhere else. Like, we don't have the red exclamation there. So we should go back to the airport, actually.
This is Irving. Do you read me?
It seems the connection went through after all.
Hello, Principal. Major. Loud and clear. But Major, if you're at camp, then you're calling me from 2 different locations at the same time. I'm currently serving as backup for her team. Our current status is as follows. The Principal's search team has detained 7 foreign agents from underground. We're in the process of handing them over to the rump. You're kidding, 7 of them? Had a hard time enough with 3. That's our Principal. No one was hurt, I hope. Everyone is fine. The agents, however, are behaving strangely. In what way? We didn't see signs of the unusual acceleration you noticed before. They didn't use Ramda, whatever you call it, to conceal their presence either. We made quick work suppressing them. The change only began after detaining them. Several cannot speak or behave, as though they were afraid of something. Them? Afraid? That makes no sense. You sure it wasn't just you who made them piss their pants? I'll admit, I was expecting a little more of them. Just keep it in mind, we'll be doing the same. Will do. You be careful. Phew. So glad they're okay. What they said was weird. Made that special force change so rapidly. Well, there's nothing we can do about it from here. Let's leave that investigation to them and keep up our own work. Yes, instructor. I'm just twitchy though about that exclamation. I know it'll probably be the green one because of the whole like semi-required, etc. But it makes me twitchy that I might be missing something, and I don't like to miss stuff these days. So just it's gonna be that one because it has to be in here. We know that much. And so it has to be that green one. Has to be the green one. Right. So what we'll do is, from some people's perspective, we'll end this part here, but we'll actually do a little bit of theory right now, is the best way of putting it. So if you don't want to hear the theory, you're free to go off, go watch the next part. It's like, just ignore what's going to be happening at the end of this part. So we'll see you in the next part. As for everyone else who likes the theories, let's go. So this started on Twitter. It's just a simple thing of me pointing out how I find it funny how people wonder how I figure out certain things within this universe, within these games. And it's simple. Just assume everything is connected and look at everything as a possible clue. So like the idea of, like I was going about in this part, the whole idea of the security not being heightened sooner, when there was actually some evidence that, like, the listening devices was evidence. Is that part of the Chancellor's plan in order to start a war with Calvard? Or the Emperor's? It's like, it feels too simple, is the best way of putting it. It's like, it has to be connected to it somehow. He has to be up to something somehow. Like letting them into the city, letting them run amok in tiny ways as part of his plan. That's what it feels like. That's what I've been trying to get at. That's why I kept mentioning it. But it took a while for anybody to pick up on that. It's like, come on, guys. So anyway. So on Twitter, I basically raised that point. And like, if you connect all the potential clues in your head, the theories start to form themselves. So then I was like, okay, let's build an Ash theory right here, right now. And there was like spoiler warnings because, you know, I'm going to talk about some things. So Ash, he's adopted, like Rean. Has heightened senses, like Rean. I feel those 2 points are important. He holds his eye in pain. I've seen that once. Again, I'm not sure what that's going on about. It's like, It's been mentioned that he's very much like Crow. And we know he's working with the Scarecrow. We know he's working with the Ironbloods. So, I'm basically reading what I put on Twitter, by the way. His past is going to be similar to Rean. Because of those little things that are just like, there's similarities between the two of them and their past. And as before, I've discussed how Rean is somehow connected to Hamel. And is somehow part of the reason he has his ogre powers. Therefore, in my head, they have to have similar origins. So Ash is probably somehow connected to Hamel. Makes sense based on the little bit of evidence we got here and there. Now, if we go for the Crow likeness, I imagine he may want revenge on a past misdeed. It's a similarity to Crow, right? But, unlike Crow, he's not angry at Osborn. If he was angry at Osborn, he wouldn't be working with the Ironbloods. He wouldn't be working with Scarecrow. Lecter. He wouldn't be working with him. Osborn isn't that dumb. He wouldn't let him be part of all this. If he knew there was a chance he was going to get shot again, basically, or something like that. Although if he knows he's immortal, he might. We'll ignore that little detail, because it's like, it's a hole in that theory when I actually think about it a little bit more. It's like, yeah, he's immortal with the other theory. Then he wouldn't care. But anyway, we'll assume he's let him in because he knows it'll be okay for him, etc, etc, etc. Osborn seems to be under the orders of the Emperor, but if Osborn has a logical mind, as it seems, he'd be trying to enact a plan to assume more power, which would require removing the Emperor. So, how can this all work out? It's like, use Calvard as an idea in that regard and sort of remove him with all the Calvardian spies going on right now. I'm adapting the theory that I've got right now. Or use Ash. He's enlisted Ash to be a pawn in his little game of chess that he's got going on here. If Ash is indeed connected to Hamel, he'd want some sort of revenge against those in charge. Who's the guy in charge? We thought it was the Chancellor, but based on little previous scenes we've seen, it's the Emperor. So if we add all these little bits together that we like get little bits from here and there, so if we put all that together, we result in what I call the Ash theory. Ash is probably from Hamel, or somewhere around there, is somehow connected to the events of what happened there, and he's going to attempt to kill the Emperor as a form of revenge. And this is all part of Osborn's power play, in order to basically take more control of the country and continue this idea of this war with Calvard. As to why, I don't know. There's two little holes in this theory. One is the idea of like Osborn's not really going to care in regards to his own health if he's immortal, with my other theory, that whole idea of like you can't be killed if you have a Divine Knight. So if my theory has a Divine Knight, he's not going to care, so that's might debunk the entire thing. Or there's something else going on that I'm really not aware of, because you may have noticed through that entire theory I didn't mention anything to do with him holding the eye, like he's got pain in his eye. I don't know what that's about at all. I've got nothing on that with Ash. It's like, that's a big gaping hole in that whole thing of like, well, why would he be holding his eye? in pain? I don't know. I don't know. So it's sort of like, I've got some inklings of what might be going on with Ash. But I just don't know.
No.
So where I could see it going now, based on these just little bits of extra information we got that I talked about here with the whole spies being let into the city, etc. Maybe, like, the stuff that I said is going to happen. And then the Chancellor is going to blame the Calvardian spies. And not Ash? Because it's nice having a little pawn. You don't want to sacrifice your own peace if you don't have to. It's just, I don't know. There's several ways we could take this. Probably like 4 different ways we could take this. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. But that's us done for this part properly now. With all of you. So we'll see you in the next part as we head off to... well, yeah, we'll go to the Sound District. So we'll see you then. Ta-ta for now.